Executive of Cosgrove Care. We're really delighted to be launching our Employability Hub here at Young Enterprise Scotland today. This is a project that is funded by Isabella Memorial Trust and allows us to work with young people with learning disabilities and help them gain qualifications to get into work, get into training and get into supported employment. We know in Scotland that there's a real issue around about employability for young people with learning disabilities, with only 6% of people with learning disabilities being in employment. So this is vitally important work to help these young people really achieve their potential, get a qualification and take up their place as equal citizens in our society. It's pouring wet today, it's a miserable day, but we're just so delighted to have got to this point where we're opening the hub and we're welcoming the Provost of East Renfrewshire Council and local MP Kirsten Oswald to join us today for a socially distanced photo shoot.
I'm Pauline Boyce, Deputy Chief Executive of Cosgrove Care. We are delighted to have our Employability Hub based here at Young Enterprise Scotland. The partnership with YES allows us to support 40 young people a year through our Employability Hub into work, training and supported employment. The partnership here at YES allows us to open up a world of opportunity to young people, helping them to maintain their health, but importantly their well-being and mental health. Our partnership is really important and it gives our young people a network of opportunities.
I'm Colin Black. I'm the current chairman of Cosgrove Care and very proud to be that in its 60th year. I've come here today to celebrate the launch of our Enterprise Hub in Rookenville Park. I was aware of the work that we were doing, but I wasn't aware until I came today of the size of the potential cohort needing our support. So we're dealing with 40 here, but there's scope to increase that. But it's obviously subject to repeatable funding, and that's a concern, and that's my concern, and something I'm going to go away and deal with from today. I was horrified to hear that perhaps just about 1 in 20 of people with learning difficulties, young people with learning difficulties, get an opportunity to develop their life skills and some personal fulfilment, and that horrifies me, and that's what we're going to devote a lot of my time to trying to get this sustainable funding.
Hello, I'm Donny Lyons. I'm the Vice Chair of Cosgrove Care. In a previous life I was Chief Executive of the Mental Welfare Commission, so I've got a long involvement with people with learning disability, autism and other mental health problems. I'm here to participate in the official opening of Employ Me, which is Cosgrove Care's Employability Hub. Just to set context, if you are not disabled, you have something like a 75% chance of being in work at the moment. If you're disabled, that falls to about 42%. If you have a learning disability, from the recent stats that I've seen, you've got a 6% chance of being in work. Now there's lots of reasons behind that. There's like reliance on educational qualifications, employers not providing enough help and support in work for people with learning disability, but perhaps more than anything else, there's a lack of expectation of what people with learning disability can achieve, and we're all responsible for that. Whether it's parents, teachers, professionals, service providers, employers. So we've got to do something about that. And one of the main ways of doing something about that is equipping young people with learning disability with the skills and the confidence to enter the employment market. So this project aims to support about 40 young people a year with learning disability and other conditions such as autism, in order to help them gain experience, gain qualifications and gain confidence in the workplace. So what we're looking for at the end of their time here is that they're able to move on to some other form of higher training, higher education, supported or full employment. And we'll be measuring our success with that, and also we'll be encouraging others such as employers to take a risk and take on somebody with a learning disability. Years ago, there was a Scottish Government strategy published called The Same As You, with a question mark for people with learning disability. If our project works, we can take away the question mark and they will be the same as us.
Hello, my name's Jim Fletcher and I'm the Provost of East Renfrewshire Council. I'm delighted to be here today to participate in the launch of the Employ Me campaign by Cosgrove Care. Cosgrove are well known to us in East Renfrewshire. They do a fabulous job, not just in our own authority, but in neighbouring authorities as well. They have their roots in the Jewish community, but now provide a variety of services for not just East Renfrewshire residents, but for residents of neighbouring councils. Literally hundreds of thousands of hours of help and support for people in need. And of course there is an army of volunteers who help Cosgrove, and we're deeply grateful for all they do. The initiative this morning, the Employ Me initiative, is so important because we do a lot in our schools for children with a variety of needs, special needs, but families quite rightly worry about what will happen to those children when they leave school. And they really don't have a big ask, but what they really would like is guaranteed employment as people leave school and go into the world of work. And I think this initiative and the work that Cosgrove does and continues to do is so important, and I'm delighted to help them in any way I can to support the vulnerable people in our local area.
I'm Kirsten Oswald. I'm the MP for East Renfrewshire, and it's such a pleasure to be here today at this Employability Hub launch. The work that Cosgrove Care and Young Enterprise Scotland are doing here in Rooken Glen Park to support young people in our local communities who have additional needs and are looking to their future is really groundbreaking. I know that this facility is going to make all of the difference to so many young people locally, and I cannot wait to see more of the fantastic work that's going to go on here. So all of the very best to everybody who's involved. I hope that all of the participants really enjoy going through these programmes. I've absolutely no doubt that they will, and I know it'll be a valuable and very enjoyable experience for them all.
Well, today is a very special day for us at Young Enterprise Scotland. The Rooken Glen Centre is a hub of social enterprise and social enterprises that will do great jobs in enabling the development of young people in particular, and we're delighted to have Cosgrove Care on site now, fully aboard with their new Employability Hub, which will give a huge number of opportunities to young people as they progress into the workplace. So once again, it's hashtag collaboration from Young Enterprise Scotland here at the Rooken Glen Centre.